Good morning, everyone. Okay, after my personal sound check, um, let me start this webinar for today. If there are any complaints about audio or something, please write a message in the questions field or the chat field. Let me open that, then I can monitor it. Okay, great. Thank you for confirming the sound. Let me remove that message. Okay, well, welcome everyone in this webinar about the next generation of Facebook Wi-Fi. Let me go to the next slide. So just for the record, this webinar is recorded and will be also available afterwards. Also, the presentation that is used for today is available in the handout section. So I don't know where it's in your screen, but you can download the presentation if you want to have the slides for yourself. At the end of this presentation, I will keep a moment open to receive some questions that you can post in the question field. If there are some questions that I can answer right away, and I will answer them after this webinar, and otherwise I will look them up and send you a personal message about those questions. And of course, always you can, if you have any questions about EnGenius in general or about this topic that we are going to have in this webinar today, you can always contact us directly. Okay, yeah, let's just go into the presentation. So today's presentation is about Facebook Wi-Fi, and I'm going to talk about what is Facebook Wi-Fi, how does it actually work on the customer side, and how does it work on the business owner side. And I will also tell you what is new, because actually Facebook Wi-Fi is not really new, but actually today, or actually this period of time, there is something that is being new about Facebook Wi-Fi. At the end, I will also explain what are we doing with the Facebook Wi-Fi and how is that integrated in EnGenius Cloud. Okay, so first I will explain what is Facebook Wi-Fi. So Facebook Wi-Fi is a way to provide free Wi-Fi for customers using Facebook and Instagram accounts. And just to start with something new already, Instagram is something that is new. I will talk about it further, but this is something that is new and is available now if you are using EnGenius access points. So with Facebook Wi-Fi, customers can easily connect to the internet using their Facebook or Instagram accounts to engage with the business owner's social media presences. Okay, Facebook Wi-Fi gives businesses an opportunity to increase organic social engagement with customers and their friends. So Facebook Wi-Fi makes it really simple to offer this to offer businesses to let them be able to offer complimentary Wi-Fi as an amenity to their customers. And businesses can customize the connection length and integrate their Facebook page and Instagram profile for users to engage with. So how does it actually work? For the people who do not know what is Facebook Wi-Fi, the thing is like this. If you are in a place, for example, if you go to a cafe, customers can easily connect to the internet using the cafe Wi-Fi if they provide it for you. Okay, with Facebook Wi-Fi, the customers can easily connect to the internet using Facebook, and in this case also Instagram, to log in and use that account to log in to that Wi-Fi. So first, what you have to do is, when you are in the place with it where there's free Wi-Fi provided, is to find the specific SSID of that place. In this presentation, I will talk about the example, what we call the My EnGenius Cafe. Of course, this is a real Facebook page, but it's not a real cafe. But for example, if you are in that cafe and there is this Wi-Fi being broadcasted, just go to with your device, try to find the Wi-Fi, and try. In this case, I have called the Wi-Fi network. I called my EnGenius cafe, and you can already see. I'm sorry that this is in Dutch, but because my phone is in Dutch, you have to log in to that specific network. And if I select that, if I want to make a connection to that SSID, I have to select that one. Once I select that one, I will be right away redirected to a login page, a captive portal with a login page where you can log in to this specific Wi-Fi. And what you see is actually a captive portal login page that is provided by Facebook. Okay, and okay, let me just quickly translate it. So here is stated in Dutch: gratis wifi gebruik op mijn EnGenius Cafe. So use free Wi-Fi in EnGenius Cafe. And you in this page you can log in with your Facebook account, or you can log in with your Instagram account. And this is something that is new for Facebook. The very important thing is that, okay, I have this Facebook page, EnGenius Cafe, and I have to synchronize my Instagram account to my Facebook page. And in this case, I can also use Instagram to be a way of login to this specific Facebook Wi-Fi. Okay, so once I connect, once I click, for example, to Facebook, my phone normally is logged in with Facebook, and with that account, you can already use that without keying in any passwords. It just use my Facebook account to log in to the Wi-Fi. So for me, it's very simple. As a user, for the business owner, the EnGenius Cafe, it will actually record who is logging in to my Wi-Fi. And second of all, the customer will be landing on the my cafe Facebook page. So on that point, I can already promote my my Wi-Fi here, or my business here. On top of this, the customer, once it wants to log in, has the opportunity to check in. And if you already use Facebook Wi-Fi before, you will know that once you check in, there will be a post on your Facebook page that you are now logged into the EnGenius Cafe. So you can share with your friends that, hey, I'm having a coffee now at the EnGenius Cafe. Of course, you can also, the customer can also select to skip the check-in, and you don't check in with your page, with Facebook. So at the end, the customer lands in the business owner Facebook page, in this case, the My EnGenius Cafe. And from here, you can ask people to yeah, the likes are already there. You can request people to like your page. Of course, once people are checked in, it will be already posted on the customer Facebook page, and you get this generic or organic publication of, hey, this guy is on my Wi-Fi, and it's broadcasted all over the world. So in this page, if you put some promotions on your Facebook page, there is also this option there. And with this, you actually grow grow your contact and your how to say, your what's the word, your group of people around that Facebook page. You will grow it. Okay, so how does it work for the business owners? For the business owners, it's actually very simple. If you go to the Facebook page that is announcing Facebook Wi-Fi, it will tell you that you can set this up for like within 20 minutes. I actually did that, but it took me like less than 3 minutes to set this up. Okay, but let's go through the things that you actually need for this. Yeah, the first thing that you need is an EnGenius cloud access point. And yeah, at this moment, we are the only one who are supporting not Facebook Wi-Fi. Facebook Wi-Fi is supported by many vendors, but Facebook is actually changing and upgrading this system. And at this moment, we are the first one and the only one that supports also Instagram on this platform, Facebook Wi-Fi. And so if you want to use or add the functionality for Instagram login, at this moment, you can only select the EnGenius Cloud Access Points. All EnGenius Cloud Access Points do support this EnGenius Cloud, the Facebook Wi-Fi function. The second thing that you need is a way to set up this Facebook Wi-Fi. Well, our EnGenius Cloud come with the EnGenius Cloud to Go app, and even from the app, you can already set this up within a few minutes. Of course, you can also use the online cloud web interface to set up the Facebook Wi-Fi from that interface. The third thing that you need is a business Facebook page, and of course that's the actual captive portal. And if you have an Instagram account and you link that to that specific Facebook page, then you can also use Instagram for letting people log in to the Wi-Fi with their Instagram account. Okay, so the EnGenius Cloud platform with the EnGenius Cloud access points, switches, and the Cloud to Go app has been fully integrated to pair with Facebook Wi-Fi. And like the whole simple and intuitive interface of the cloud, the setup for Facebook Wi-Fi is very, very easy to accomplish. It will only take, and like I said, just a few minutes. Facebook will say, this takes within 20 minutes. No, it's even within 3 minutes. If you have everything ready and you know exactly what your Facebook account is and you're already logged in with your phone to your Facebook account, you can just select the Facebook page and pair it, and it's just one click on the button and then it's done. Okay, so you have to try it. It's really cool. It's really cool and fast. Okay, so as I mentioned, EnGenius is the first vendor to support both Facebook and Instagram. And this is a screenshot of the Facebook getting started page for Facebook Wi-Fi, the official Facebook getting started page. It stated that on the moment of the screenshot, EnGenius is the first and only vendor to support Instagram, or have to say like Facebook and Instagram for Facebook Wi-Fi. And if you look at the screenshot, the other brands, they also have Facebook Wi-Fi, but they do not support Instagram. Okay, so we are the first one. So just for your reference, Facebook Wi-Fi, the whole platform is in development currently, and it's very well possible that you do not see this page in your specific region of Facebook or your specific region if you go to the Facebook Wi-Fi. But on the general, the .com website, at least that's already there. In the Dutch Facebook page is also already there like this. So Facebook is working on it. And to be honest, the Facebook Wi-Fi new generation is also not totally finished on the Facebook side. Okay, for us, the integration is done. It works. We can integrate. We can link and pair up our Facebook page with our access points, and you can use the Facebook Wi-Fi. On the Facebook side, it's a little bit not yet ready. That's why it's also not fully announced yet. And that's actually the next thing that I want to tell you in this presentation. So it's not yet fully or globally published by Facebook. Okay. Yeah, and a few days ago, if you go to one site, even the Dutch site, the screenshot that I showed you was not available. Since a few days, it's already updated, but Facebook is still working on getting this whole new generation of Facebook Wi-Fi ready. So after this slide, I have a few more slides. What is possible with Facebook Wi-Fi? But most of these features I did not find yet in the Facebook, that is on Facebook side, and that will come later as well. So just summarizing from the announcements, what is already published by Facebook, I have a few points that I just want to point out here, and that's the following. And the most important thing is, of course, the integration of Facebook, and you know, the younger people, we see the trend that they leave Facebook and work more on Instagram, and that's why I think that this is a good step, that we can also integrate Instagram as a login option instead of Facebook. To be honest, I'm not really a social guy, so I'm not really active on social media. But I know from my environment and from my kids, yeah, they prefer to use Instagram, especially the younger people. The younger people who actually go out more, who go to cafes more, who go more to public places. They intend to use more the Instagram. So I think it's very important that Instagram is also available to log in, to have this Instagram as a login option for this for this public Wi-Fi or free Wi-Fi, like that. Okay, so the other thing, two other things that are possible. Oh, this button. The insights of visitors. Facebook Insights provides the business owner with a comprehensive analysis on how many check-ins are from Facebook Wi-Fi, and if they are new or returning visitors, and if they are like a one-time returning over a certain time. So after once Facebook has integrated this will be one of the features that you can do with the Facebook Wi-Fi. On top of that, you can also do remarketing. Of course, with Facebook, you can make advertisements, and if you grow your environment for Facebook users that you know, then if people like them, if you have contact with them with your big business page, you can also do some remarketing to that specific group of people. And of course, the advertisements on Facebook are not free. You can do some limited advertisement, but if you want to do campaigns, that are still possible, of course, with Facebook, and there are different options for that. And I think that's one of the questions also one attendee asked for. Does the cafe pay something to Facebook for the advertisement? Well, I think you can do some advertisement on your page itself, post some things, and that will be automatically just be able to read from the people who visit your page. But if you do paid advertisement, of course, that's also always possible with Facebook. But on top of that, you can actually group or focus to a specific group, because you already have more insights of your visitors, and that means that you can isolate the group that you want to approach. You can make it much smaller to make the hit rate of the advertisement more high. So, and you don't have to pay so much. You just go specifically for, hey, those 100 people that have been visited in the last 3 months, or the 1,000 people that have visited in the last 3 months, I can do a campaign to post something to them. So that will be only 1,000 views. So that's way less than if you just do broadcast all over the certain people in this town or whatever is possible in Facebook campaign. Okay, so this is more detailed and more specific to with this new Facebook, the new generation of Facebook Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned, Facebook is still working on it. Last Monday, this email was broadcasted to a certain group of Facebook users. It's just mentioned that, okay, there is Facebook Wi-Fi. It does not even mention that we have Instagram, of that they have Instagram integration. But once you click into this email, you go to that screenshot that I have shown you before. So Facebook is working on it and it's announcing it gradually, but on this moment it's not yet fully integrated. Okay. Yes, so with Facebook, the benefits for Facebook Wi-Fi, you can be discovered by millions of people who are searching for Wi-Fi. With Facebook, you help the customers to connect to Wi-Fi faster. Let me click away this call. You can help people to connect to Wi-Fi faster, no burden with passwords. And of course, on the marketing side, you can increase likes and check-ins on your Facebook Wi-Fi, on your Facebook page when visitors connect to your Wi-Fi. So this is a good opportunity to grow your business and attract more people. Besides the fact that you can easily offer free Wi-Fi, it also helps you to use the Facebook platform with Instagram to also organically let your social awareness of your business to grow. Okay. So customers can enjoy seamless connection to Wi-Fi, and with Facebook Wi-Fi, visitors to your business will no longer have to ask you for the password, or ask your employees for the Wi-Fi password to go online. And your customers will be asked to log into your Facebook and check into your businesses. You can optionally also turn it off, and they will, and you are also be able to limit how long visitors can use your Wi-Fi during each session. So with Facebook Wi-Fi, visitors of your business have the option to check into the business Facebook, to your business Facebook page, and your visitors' check-ins can be seen by their friends, also optionally, helping you to connect with more people. So when your visitors check in and connect to your Facebook Wi-Fi, they will be sent to your Facebook page, where they can like your page and learn about your business. And after setting up with Wi-Fi, Facebook Wi-Fi, businesses have seen an increase in activity on their page. So on top of that, the Instagram, and so instead of logging in with Facebook, you can also log in with Instagram, and then you can come to a page where you will be asked to follow the Instagram profile. Of course, optionally it can be skipped, but on Instagram you can post already some posts for daily promotion or something, or new things that are on the menu, and you can already use that Instagram profile to do special actions as well. And if they follow your Instagram account, that will also generate more engagement with the how to say, the customers' Instagram followers. So millions of people search for Wi-Fi using Facebook every month, and Facebook Wi-Fi can help them to discover the businesses like yours, so you can connect with more people. And with the business insights that you have, you can see how many people checked into your business by connecting to your Wi-Fi, and other insights such as the number of unique users who visited in a certain month, or how many are new or returning. You can also find it out through the business insights of the Facebook Wi-Fi. And as mentioned, you will actually generate a list of audience that visit your Wi-Fi, your business, and connect to your Wi-Fi. And with this, you can also use this as a source from, okay, what kind of customers are visiting my store, my shop, my cafe, and you can either target those specific people, as I mentioned before, for your advertisement. But based on this can also be a good source of determining what kind of audience that I should go for if I want to do advertisement. For example, if I have a cafe and only like people between 30 and 45 are visiting, then I can already use this number, between 30 and 45, to determine this to be my audience if I do want to do a Facebook advertisement project. Okay, so in this case, you can highly target to the specific group of relevant people. Okay, and of course, using the Facebook Wi-Fi, it's very easy and common to do advertisements as well. And Facebook is already well known that you can very easily set up some advertisements, and it's hassle free to do that. So Facebook Wi-Fi is actually the ideal media to target SMB verticals like gyms, restaurants, cafes, small size health centers, and so on and so on. Yeah, the integration of Facebook Wi-Fi inside the EnGenius cloud platform gives more value to the solution. Facebook Wi-Fi improves the feature set of the cloud platform, and it's built in as one of the features that you can just make an SSID and choose one of the authentication ways to go for the Facebook Wi-Fi, and it's very easy to use, and it makes the cloud platform more feature rich. And the usage of Facebook Wi-Fi is free, and it is available in both in the basic version, and of course in the paid version everything is available, but also in the free basic version the usage of Facebook Wi-Fi will be available. Okay, so how about EnGenius Cloud, and how does it work, and how does it look like? So very important to understand is that at this moment we have this new Facebook platform, the Facebook new generation Facebook Wi-Fi, which is not totally finalized by Facebook, but EnGenius already have this, and we have this in a way that we are the first and only company at this moment to launch Facebook Wi-Fi with Instagram in our cloud solution. Okay, if you're reading the Facebook pages about the introduction of Facebook Wi-Fi, they are talking about routers, that you should have a router, that you have to enable the link to the Facebook Wi-Fi page. Okay, so what we did different than using a router is that we use our cloud platform to use or to link up with Facebook Wi-Fi, and this gives one very big benefit. Facebook actually says that, okay, there will be only one AP, and actually Facebook is using router in the store. So however, our solution, if you have the cloud solution, you maybe have 3 or 4 or 5 access points, and you just have to set up the Facebook Wi-Fi inside the cloud platform, and all the access points that are in that same network broadcasting this SSID with the Facebook Wi-Fi, they will be able to let the customers connect with Facebook Wi-Fi. And also the roaming between the access points is already pre-configured. Everything is working fine. People just have to, you have the opportunity to have your whole Wi-Fi network to use the Facebook Wi-Fi in one time. Okay. Oh, wrong button. So as I mentioned, setting up a Facebook Wi-Fi really works in a few minutes. I will just show you a few screenshots afterwards how it actually works. And one last thing that I need to mention again is that it is available under the basic license. So that means you can use Facebook as a free function, Facebook Wi-Fi as a free function under our basic license. So how does it look like? And those are actually the last slides of my presentation. So the setup of Facebook Wi-Fi using the EnGenius cloud app. So this first picture here is the page in and the EnGenius Cloud to Go app where I make a new SSID. Okay, so I have to select the Facebook Wi-Fi, just turn it on. Okay, I have to give a name to my Wi-Fi SSID, and then I have to keep the password open. Then people can just, without any password, go into the Wi-Fi and then go to the captive portal page of the Facebook Wi-Fi. So once I click this on and want to create this SSID, I will be redirected directly to a Facebook page. And if I'm logged in with my account, my business account, I will be right away to this specific page where I need to select my business Facebook page, which is connected to my account. And then after I select it, then that's actually it. I just have 3 options, which is I can select the connected Facebook apps. In this case, if I do want to link up my Instagram account, I have the option to skip the check-in, and I have the option to set the session length of the people who is connected to the Wi-Fi. So actually, after these 2-3 steps, it's actually done, but I have the options here as well, and that will look like this. So I can enable or disable the Instagram for my Facebook Wi-Fi. And the second thing, I can have a link to skip the check-in, or I can choose to have a skip check-in option, but then you have to type in the Wi-Fi code. Okay, then it's still a little bit more safe, and you still don't get total free Wi-Fi without any benefits. You can still connect to the customer. And then of course there is the page where you can have the options to set the session length of the internet connection. So after you actually did all the options, all the 3 options, then that's it. Facebook Wi-Fi is enabled on this SSID. And if you go back to the app, then it will show you on the captive portal page, and of course it will also be shown in the web interface. You have the options to change something on the Facebook Wi-Fi page that is paired, and you can also unpair that specific page. All the options that I showed on this previous page, those are also available directly on the Facebook administration page. Of course, it is a link to the Facebook administration page, but it will just pop up into your phone if you go for it. But you can also link from here to that Facebook configuration page as well. So for the people who are going to download this presentation, I put a link here to the YouTube video that we have officially launched. This YouTube video is also posted on Facebook, the Getting Started page. The Getting Started page requires certain elements that we need to provide to Facebook. In this case, also a video how to set it up, so you can easily watch a video very quickly how it works. Yeah, for your reference, I just put some links here in this presentation to the cloud Facebook mini site, for cloud Facebook Wi-Fi mini site, where we announce all the things that I have presented in this presentation on a web page. Also the Facebook Wi-Fi homepage, there are 2 pages there that you can link between each other, which explains the way Facebook Wi-Fi, as I also explained here in my presentation. And also the Getting Started and the video are there, but for your reference, I also put a video here. I put here a small remark. This link is the .com link, but you may get redirected to your local Facebook Wi-Fi homepage, and that content, as I mentioned, maybe not all the Facebook pages worldwide are updated yet with the last information, and as I mentioned, a lot of things are not ready yet from Facebook, but that will come in a later stage. But the content can differ per region. So you can use these links for yeah, if you want to get more information. Okay, so far for my presentation about Facebook Wi-Fi for today. I have a few questions. Let me see if I can read them and answer them at this moment. Okay, I have a question here about the if someone is connected via Instagram, which page will be displayed, the Facebook page or the Instagram page? And for my understanding, that you will still, if you connect to internet itself, of course, you will, the first landing page where you come in is your Facebook page. But if you follow the Instagram account, then I think the Instagram app will also open your the Instagram profile page of the business. So I hope that this answers the question. If not, please ask, put more question in the question field. Good question here from okay, I will not name the names out of privacy reason, but does EnGenius allow businesses to manage bandwidth, speeds, data, and start and stop points for end user sessions? Okay, let's start from the last part. As I mentioned, from the captive portal from Facebook, there is, of course, as I explained, the restriction on the time, the session time. About the bandwidth, of course, from the cloud, you can put your restrictions on the bandwidth and the speeds and data on that specific SSID. Then another question, what data can we get for Facebook and Insta user info? I think that depends on what did you put on your page and what you put on your Instagram account. And of course, this is out of our hands. It's whatever can be done in Facebook or in Instagram. That's what you can see and what the customer will get. Okay, I have also the question here, pooled as API. Maybe you can specify one-on-one in an email what you actually mean with this question. Okay, I have another question here. Will this feature become available on SkyKey? That's a good question. To be honest, I do not know at this moment, but I think we want to focus on the cloud to integrate this. We have to understand that this is a redirect to a certain captive portal page from an online platform to another online platform, and the other online platform can link back to the online authentication. So it's a really an online thing, whereas a SkyKey is not an online thing. It's really an on-prem system. So I don't think, of course, it would be possible, but not in a short notice. Okay, question here from the UK. Does this system only offer free Wi-Fi access? At this moment, yes. As far as I have seen this, I think you mean that can it also be a way to get, to let people pay for the Wi-Fi? I think looking at the messages that Facebook give to provide a platform to provide complementary Wi-Fi, I think it will stick with a free Wi-Fi platform. It's not like a paid captive portal or how to say ticketing system. It's a different way of approaching this. But we'll see, maybe in the future, Facebook will also add that and make that payable and to monetize this whole system. I think Facebook, if there is some way to make money, Facebook will probably take that opportunity as well. Okay, last question that I have now in my list. I'm trying to configure it via browser, but I don't see the same page as the one you showed via mobile. Is there a difference? Okay. Yes, as I mentioned, you have to have a Facebook account and you have to have a business Facebook account. Okay, you have to have, it has to be a business Facebook page. Business Facebook page has more options, and also the business Facebook page has the Facebook Wi-Fi thing. Also, like I mentioned, the Facebook Wi-Fi is not fully integrated yet worldwide, so it can be possible that some features are not yet available in certain regions. Okay, so I hope that this answers your question from Greece. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so I will keep my webinar just open for a few minutes. You can still drop some messages, and even if you drop a message when I don't answer them, then I can answer them offline by mail. Just two things that I want to mention here in this webinar, and that's the following. If I go back to the presentation. So next week, my colleague Alessandro will have also a webinar, a Tech Talk webinar about the Cloud My PSK. He will demonstrate how it works and how you can use it and how it is actually really cool to use it. And I have already played with it a little bit in my house to give a specific way of access to my to the people who are in my house, and actually it works very cool. But Alessandro We'll talk about that next week at the same time, and that will be the next webinar for this month. Another thing is, if you are not yet a partner on our partner portal, please join our partner portal. Of course, you get the information like webinar announcements firsthand. Any information about our products you can find there. And of course, the most important thing on our partner portal is the easy Wi-Fi planner that is available for you to use for free as long as you register to the partner portal. Okay, so with that said, I think I will close my presentation for today. Let me see if there is still some questions coming in. Okay, so no more question, no more new questions in my questions list. So if you still have questions, don't worry. You can either send it right away to me using the james.rose@engeniusnetworks.eu email, or a general question to sales@engeniusnetwork.eu, or whoever is your contact directly. So with this said, thank you very much for joining this webinar. I really hope that you can try and play with Facebook Wi-Fi if you already have some cloud access points. And if you do not have any cloud access points, please contact our sales for an NFR kit or something to check to get some access points to try for a cheaper price. And yeah, you can try the Facebook Wi-Fi on that part. With that said, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in a next webinar. Thank you very much. I'm EnGenius James, and please enjoy your day. Bye-bye.